Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing XRP and XLM with a price that never changes. No more wild swings. No more guessing games. Sounds impossible, right? Well, not so fast, folks. There's breaking news out right now suggesting these two coins could soon have a set price. And if that happens, it could flip the entire crypto market upside down. But is this the end of volatility? Or is this just the beginning of something even bigger? Today, I'm breaking down what a fixed price could mean for your crypto assets, the wild reasons behind this move, and why Wall Street and Main Street are both on the edge of their seats. And buckle up, because if you own XRP or XLM, you can't afford to miss what's coming next. Without further ado, let's jump into it, folks. If you made it through the intro, congratulations. Do me a favor. As always, make sure you smash that like button, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel. We are trying to grow. We are at 4.8 thousand people. The old channel had over 60,000 members on it. We are looking to get back up to those numbers and above 100K this time. By you hitting that thumbs up, it tells YouTube to push out the content. If you didn't catch the first video of the day, we talked about Ripple and the Federal Reserve and what it all means. Go give it a listen. But for the next 10 minutes or so, you are in for an absolute treat. Bitcoin, $109,874. It's currently up 0.32% in the past 24 hours. Ethereum coming in at 2,592. It's currently in the red, 0.21%, as XRP is on a little bit of a run here. We're going to get into the XRP chart in just a second. We're going to talk about open interest and where this price is heading next. Coming in at a meanly $2.27. Total cryptocurrency market cap, it's in the green. And I like to see that. Coming in at 3.39 trillion. If I was a betting man, I would take a bet that the time this bull run is over, within the next 3 to 6 months, we are sitting anywhere between 5 and 7 trillion in the crypto market. And if you didn't listen to the first video, well, let's do a quick recap. Ripple, Fed account. What does it mean? A Fed Master account is basically the most exclusive bank account that you can get in the United States. It's not for regular people or even regular companies. It is reserved for the biggest, most trusted financial institutions in America. Only a handful get direct access to the Federal Reserve. Then we see this. BitMEX puts this out. This is big time. They are going to allow, and actually they're the first exchange to offer RLUSD as margin for derivatives trade. So you probably heard the word stablecoin tossed around. Think of it as the crypto world's version of a super reliable dollar that lives online. Ripple launched RLUSD, but here's a twist to it. BitMEX, one of the most respected crypto trading platforms, is now the first exchange to let traders use RLUSD as margin for derivatives. Why should you care? Well, let's make this very simple. Imagine you're at a casino, but instead of using unpredictable chips that keep changing values, you can play your favorite games with chips that are always worth $1. No surprises, no wild swings, just a stable experience. That's what RLUSD does for crypto traders. Then we see this article come out earlier today from XRPrightnow.com, where you should be getting all of your Ripple and XRP news. It is the only website fully dedicated to only Ripple and XRP news. Swiss Amina Bank now supports Ripple's RLUSD. This is big because for years, banks treated crypto like it was a wild animal, dangerous and unpredictable. Now, regulated banks like Amina are not just cautiously stepping in, they're actually rolling out the red carpet. That's like seeing traditional taxis companies buying fleets of Tesla for Uber drivers. It's a shift from resistance to full on collaboration. While everyone else is playing catch up, Ripple is making moves to get ahead. They applied for a US federal bank trust charter, and this is just like being allowed to build the next generation of financial highways in America. And every time they move forward, XRP, Ripple's native asset, it gets even more attention. RLUSD, I believe it's over about, it's close to 500 million in circulation. That's not startup money anymore when we're talking about that. Here's your XRP targets. And let's talk about open interest and what open interest means. You probably see this term floating around out there, or you see the symbols or the letters OI. So right now we're looking for a close on XRP above $2.35. Once that is broken, keep your eyes on 250 to 265. When we pull up the open interest, this is what we are looking at. The open interest, we can see it down here at the bottom. And you can see open interest is looking pretty good. So let's take a quick pause because you need to know just how massive things are getting for XRP right now. XRP aggregated open interest just hit a mind blowing $1.92 billion. So, what does this actually mean? Picture this, nearly $2 billion worth of trading positions, longs and shorts, are live right now in XRP across all major exchanges. That's not retail FOMO. That's whales, institutions, and smart money lining up on both sides ready for action. But let me tell you why this is insanely bullish. When open interest gets this high, it's like loading a rocket with fuel and then parking it right next to the launch pad, and it only takes one spark. Maybe a major Ripple announcement, a regulatory win, or even just a technical breakout for all of that built up energy to explode. That's how you get to those legendary XRP price moves that we've seen before. And here's the real kicker, big open interest isn't just random noise, it is a sign that the market is primed for volatility, liquidations, short squeezes, wild upside. These are all getting supercharged with this much money that is on the line. So if you're holding XRP in the middle of a potential perfect storm for fireworks, well, the smart money isn't sitting this out. They're loading up and doing it in size. This is something to pay attention to. And then we get this, the big news, the most interesting news of all. This is where everything gets really interesting. Imagine if you could walk into a store and hand over a $20 bill and always get the same value, whether you're in New York, Paris, or Tokyo. No exchange rates, no crazy fees, no guessing what your money is worth today. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about here with XRP and XLM. Two digital assets that could soon have a fixed fiat value set for international money transfers. Let's break this down. Here's the gift card analogy. Think of XRP and XLM like digital cards that never lose value. When you buy a $100 Amazon gift card, you know it's going to buy you $100 worth of stuff, no matter what. So if XRP and XLM have a set fiat value, sending your money overseas, it becomes as simple and as certain as sending that gift card. No more losing 10% just to wire money home. Right now, if you send $1,000 from the US to your family in another country, banks and middlemen might skim off $50 or more in fees and unfavorable rates. But what if the whole system ran on blockchain with XRP and XLM holding a stable, predictable value? You'll know exactly what your family will receive, and the money's going to get there in seconds. Crypto critics always say, but the price, it goes up and down. Not anymore, though, folks. By fixing the value of XRP and XLM to fiat, we remove the wild swings. It is like locking the roller coaster at the top. No more stomach drops. So when we look at this article that was put out by Smoke, it states in this, XRP and XLM will most likely have a set fiat value in the future to enable money transfers via blockchains. Fixed value in terms of fiat currencies, XRP and XLM. You can see the document right here on your screen. We're going to give it a little retweet action if you want to go look at this document for yourself. So think about how email changed the world. No more waiting for letters, no lost mail. Money is about to get its email moment. With fixed value blockchains, cross border payments are instant, reliable, and dirt cheap. And that means everyone from $1 billion banks to your neighbor down the street can use the same rails. Because when you combine technology with predictability, fixed value assets, you create a system that's faster, fairer, and open to everyone. No more gatekeepers and no more hidden fees. If you think money transfers are slow, expensive, or confusing now, just wait. Fixed value XRP and XLM could be that spark that brings crypto to the mainstream and finally gives us a financial system built for the digital age. If you like the content, folks, if you're excited about where we are going from here, pay attention to the XRP chart. $2.35 is where you should be looking. We need to break above that. And then we are on to level 2. There's only 3 levels in this game. I'm going to leave it like that. Make sure you hit that follow button. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. I'll catch everyone on the next one.